Every year, millions of seniors worldwide unknowingly cut their lives short with morning habits that seem harmless but are silently catastrophic. Heart attacks, strokes, chronic fatigue, and even dementia are robbing them of their golden years, all because of routines they follow without a second thought. Picture this: you're 65, dreaming of traveling the world or spoiling your grandkids, but a single morning mistake lands you in the hospital, or worse. Terrifying, right? But today, you've struck gold by finding me, and I'm here to expose 6 deadly morning habits you must avoid to add 20 years to your life. Backed by rock-solid science from the CDC, Harvard, and NIH, plus my own rollercoaster journey, this video will shock you, make you laugh, and save your life. Before we dive into the first habit that's secretly aging you, do me a favor, smash that like button, share this video with someone you love, and subscribe to my channel for more health hacks that'll keep you thriving. Trust me, you'll want to stick around because by the end, I'm revealing a life-changing secret to protect you and your loved ones from an early grave. Let's kick things off with the first morning mistake that's quietly stealing your vitality. You're one morning routine away from a health disaster that could change everything. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 older adults in the US suffers from preventable chronic diseases tied directly to daily habits. I learned this the hard way, and I'm here to make sure you don't repeat my mistakes. These 6 habits transformed my life, and they're backed by trusted sources that'll give you confidence to act. Plus, I'll throw in some hilarious blunders I made to keep you entertained. Ready to uncover the first habit that nearly derailed my health? Let's dive in. Let me take you back to 2019. I was 64, feeling like I could still keep up with the young folks, until I started waking up every day feeling like I'd been hit by a truck. My joints ached, my energy was non-existent, and I was popping painkillers like candy just to get through the morning. My doctor sat me down and dropped a bombshell. My morning habits were setting me up for a heart attack, and if I didn't change fast, I wouldn't see 70. I was floored. But instead of giving up, I went full detective mode, digging into research from the National Institutes of Health. The first mistake they flagged? Skipping breakfast. Your body needs a balanced meal in the morning to stabilize blood sugar, boost metabolism, and protect your heart. A 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that seniors who skip breakfast have a 27% higher risk of heart disease and a 20% higher chance of early death. I used to think I could power through with just coffee. Big mistake. I was jittery, foggy, and crashing by noon. So, I started eating a nutrient-packed breakfast: steel-cut oats, fresh berries, a boiled egg, and a sprinkle of nuts. Within 2 weeks, my energy was through the roof, and I felt like I'd shaved a decade off my age. My goof? Thinking a granola bar was a healthy substitute. Turns out, those were sugar bombs that spiked my glucose. Lesson learned: a real, whole food breakfast is non-negotiable. Want to know the next habit that had me on the fast track to trouble? Hold tight, it's a shocker. Your morning coffee could be a silent killer. That's right, one sip of your daily brew might be spiking your blood pressure, stressing your heart, and shaving years off your life. Don't touch that dial. This next mistake will blow your mind. The American Heart Association clued me into my second mistake: overloading on caffeine first thing in the morning. Coffee isn't inherently bad, but chugging multiple cups before your body's ready spikes cortisol, stresses your blood vessels, and puts your heart in overdrive. A 2021 study in hypertension showed that seniors consuming over 400 milligrams of caffeine daily, about 4 cups of coffee, had a 20% higher risk of stroke and a 15% increased chance of heart failure. I was guilty as charged. I'd slam 3 or 4 cups before 9 a.m., thinking it was my secret to staying sharp. Wrong. I was anxious, my heart was racing, and I felt like a nervous wreck. I cut back to 1 8-ounce cup, sipped slowly, and paired it with a tall glass of water to ease my system into the day. The difference was night and day: calmer nerves, steadier heart rate, and no more jitters. My mistake? Thinking energy drinks were a better alternative. Yikes, those were packed with sugar and artificial junk that made me feel worse. Lesson learned: 1 cup of coffee or a switch to green tea is the way to go. Curious about the next habit? It's something you're probably doing right now without a clue. You're sabotaging your mornings without even realizing it. This next habit seems so innocent, but it's silently weakening your body and cutting your lifespan short. Stay tuned, it's a total game changer. Harvard Health opened my eyes to my third mistake: staying sedentary after waking up. Sitting for hours in the morning, whether it's watching TV, reading the paper, or scrolling your phone, slows circulation, weakens muscles, and stiffens joints. A 2019 study in The Lancet found that seniors who sit for more than 6 hours a day have a 30% higher risk of early death from heart disease and a 25% increased chance of mobility loss. I was the poster child for this one. I'd spend my mornings parked on the couch, catching up on news or texting my kids. My joints got stiffer, my energy tanked, and I started feeling like I was 80, not 64. I started a simple 10-minute morning movement routine, gentle yoga stretches, a brisk walk around the block, or even dancing to my favorite Motown hits. It was like flipping a switch. My blood was flowing, my muscles woke up, and I felt alive. My blunder? Jumping into intense workouts too soon, thinking I was still 30. I pulled a muscle and was sore for days. Lesson learned: start slow, keep it gentle, and build consistency. The next habit is something you'll wish you'd caught years ago. This morning routine is a silent assassin. One simple habit could be doubling your risk of diabetes and heart failure, and you're probably doing it every day. Don't miss this, it's critical. The Mayo Clinic flagged my fourth mistake: ignoring hydration first thing in the morning. After 8 hours of sleep, your body's dehydrated, and skipping water stresses your kidneys, spikes blood sugar, and slows your metabolism. A 2022 study in diabetes care showed that seniors who don't drink water upon waking have a 25% higher risk of type 2 diabetes and a 15% increased chance of kidney issues. I was the worst offender. I'd dive straight into coffee or juice, leaving my body parched. When I started drinking a tall glass of water before anything else, it was like giving my system a warm hug. My skin looked better, my brain was sharper, and I wasn't dragging by mid-morning. My mistake? Thinking sugary orange juice counted as hydration. Wrong, it spiked my glucose and left me sluggish. Lesson learned: plain water, maybe with a slice of lemon, is king. The next habit is so common, you're probably guilty of it too. Your breakfast is secretly poisoning you. This next morning mistake could be inflaming your body, fogging your brain, and cutting years off your life. Keep watching, it's a must-know. The National Institute on Aging nailed my fifth mistake: eating processed foods for breakfast. Sugary cereals, toaster pastries, and healthy breakfast bars are loaded with refined carbs and additives that cause inflammation, weight gain, and brain fog. A 2020 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors eating ultra-processed foods daily had a 35% higher risk of dementia and a 20% increased chance of heart disease. I was hooked on those grab-and-go pastries, thinking they were a quick fix for my busy mornings. Big nope, my blood sugar would crash, my joints ached, and I felt like I was moving through molasses. I switched to whole foods: avocado toast on whole grain bread, Greek yogurt with fresh fruit, or a smoothie with spinach and berries. My brain cleared up, my energy stabilized, and I felt like I could take on the world. My error? Buying natural granola bars that were just candy in disguise. Always check the sugar content. Lesson learned: stick to real, minimally processed foods. The final habit is the biggest shocker of all. You're one morning away from a health catastrophe. This last habit is so deadly, it could land you in the hospital, or worse, before you even realize what hit you. Stay with me, the truth will change everything. The Cleveland Clinic exposed my sixth mistake: neglecting mental health in the morning. Starting your day with stress, whether it's checking work emails, watching negative news, or worrying about your to-do list, spikes cortisol, damages your heart, and accelerates brain aging. A 2023 study in neurology showed that seniors who don't manage morning stress have a 40% higher risk of cognitive decline and a 30% increased chance of anxiety disorders. I used to kick off my day by diving into my inbox or scrolling through bad news, and it left me frazzled before I'd even brushed my teeth. I started a 5-minute morning mindfulness routine, deep breathing, a quick gratitude journal, or a short meditation, and it was like hitting the reset button on my brain. I felt calmer, more focused, and ready to tackle the day. My mistake? Thinking I could skip it on busy days, stress would creep back, and I'd be a grumpy mess. Lesson learned: prioritize your mind every single morning, no exceptions. These 6 changes: eating breakfast, limiting caffeine, moving, hydrating, avoiding processed foods, and managing stress, didn't just save my health, they gave me a new lease on life. Let's get real, your morning habits aren't just routines, they're the foundation of your future. The CDC says 80% of chronic diseases in seniors are preventable, but only if you take action now. Skipping breakfast, guzzling coffee, sitting too long, ignoring water, eating junk, and stressing out are stealing your years, your energy, and your time with the people you love. But you've got the power to stop it. Start today, eat a balanced breakfast, sip 1 coffee, move for 10 minutes, drink water, choose whole foods, and calm your mind. These aren't just tips, they're your ticket to 20 more years of vibrant living. Want the ultimate secret to lock in these gains? Stay tuned for my next video, where I'm dropping a 10-minute morning routine that'll supercharge your longevity and protect your loved ones from the same fate. It's so simple, you can do it in your pajamas, and it'll save your life. Hit that like button, share this with someone who needs it, and subscribe so you don't miss the hack that'll keep you thriving. Your future self is begging you, make these changes tomorrow morning. But before you go, let's unpack why this matters so much. When I got my wake-up call, it wasn't just about feeling tired. I was staring down a future where I couldn't live on my terms, where I'd be dependent, sidelined, or worse. The National Institutes of Health says your morning sets the tone for your entire day, and skipping breakfast isn't just a small oversight, it's a direct hit to your heart and metabolism. That Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism study gave me chills, a 27% higher risk of heart disease just because I thought coffee was enough. Now, my oats and berries are my morning ritual, and I'm not going back. Caffeine was another eye-opener. The American Heart Association isn't kidding when they talk about cortisol spikes. I used to think my 3-cup habit was harmless, but hypertension showed me the truth. Too much caffeine is like putting your heart in a pressure cooker. Cutting back to 1 cup wasn't easy. I'm human, I love my coffee, but pairing it with water made all the difference. Green tea's my new backup when I need a gentler boost. If I can do it, so can you. Sitting too long was a sneaky one. Harvard Health and The Lancet laid it out. Sedentary mornings aren't just lazy, they're deadly. My couch potato days were killing my circulation and muscles, but 10 minutes of movement turned it around. I'm not saying you need to run a marathon, just stretch, walk, or dance like nobody's watching. My Motown playlist is my secret weapon, and it's way more fun than a gym. Hydration sounds basic, but the Mayo Clinic showed me it's a cornerstone of longevity. That diabetes care study about dehydration and diabetes risk was a wake-up call. Water first thing in the morning is like oiling your body's engine, everything runs smoother. Ditch the sugary juices, they're not your friend. My lemon water habit is now non-negotiable. Processed foods were my guilty pleasure, but the National Institute on Aging and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition set me straight. Those pastries were spiking my inflammation and clouding my brain. Switching to whole foods wasn't just about my body, it was about my mind. I'm sharper, happier, and I'm not missing those sugar crashes. Check those labels, folks, sneaky sugars are everywhere. Mental health was the final piece of the puzzle. The Cleveland Clinic in Neurology showed me that morning stress isn't just annoying, it's a brain killer. My 5-minute mindfulness routine is my daily gift to myself. It's not woo-woo, it's science. A calm mind means a healthier heart and a sharper brain. Don't skip it, even when life gets hectic. These 6 habits, breakfast, moderate caffeine, movement, water, whole foods, mindfulness, are your roadmap to 20 more years. The CDC, Harvard, NIH, they're all backing you up. Start tomorrow, eat a real meal, sip 1 coffee, stretch, hydrate, choose real food, and breathe. Your body will thank you, your family will thank you, and you'll be living the life you deserve. Don't miss my next video for that 10-minute morning routine that'll seal the deal. Like, share, subscribe, let's add those 20 years together.